Well, I started without turning the camera on, so wasn't going to get very far like that, now was I? Okay, so today I'm going to be participating in Susan for my Totally Loves It, love it. I totally love it, yes. Her open collaboration, M is for Monday, Mojo, and today the blank is Monsters. And I'm not much of a monster girl, but I'm and she said we could interpret it any way we wanted, and so that's exactly what I'm doing. But before we get started, let me read God's word. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath everlasting life. John 6:47. All right, amen. All right, so because I'm not much of a monster girl and I had no idea what I was going to do with this, I did actually look through all my cut and collage books to see if I could find a monster that I could work with. And I didn't find anything, but then I came across this beautiful green butterfly. And I thought, well, if I use this butterfly in the right way, this could be a monster, meaning a large, very large, big butterfly. And I could use this. And then I thought, well, if I got a little girl next to the butterfly, it really did look pretty monstrous. But of course it wasn't, and she is not afraid of this butterfly because she's just having a dream, and she's dreaming that she is in a beautiful garden with great big flowers. Everything is big, and she is just having a lovely conversation with this huge butterfly. So I need to put these flowers down. I could probably put more, but I think this is all I will put. Let me swap these around if I can get them down on here. So I think I'm gonna put it down something like this. You can see she's very tiny next to these great big butterflies. I mean, next to these great big flowers and this great big butterfly, who's not a monster at all. It's just a very large butterfly. So there. So let me see if I can get these stickers down. This is going to be a challenge in and of itself. Yeah, we had lunch today with some friends from California. Known them for a long time. My daughter went to college with her many moons ago. And that's how I got to know them. And we took the little one with us, and let me tell you, she was a good little baby girl. She really was. All right, now this might prove to be a challenge for me. Let me get my other glasses. She was so good. It was pretty loud, and there was a lot of stimulation, but she just didn't let it bother her at all. She was just very, very good. She stayed in either her mommy or her daddy's arms, which was perfectly fine. They didn't try to hold her or anything, you know, they just talked to her, and they have two daughters of their own. Of course, their daughters are in college, so they probably remembered what it was like when their girls were this age. And at one point, she did the sweetest thing. Even though she only wanted to be held by her mom and dad, I was sitting next to my daughter, who was holding her at that point in time, and she reached over to me and she touched my face, and then she leaned up real close to me and gave me a kiss. And oh my gosh, did that ever just fill my heart with so much joy, let me tell ya. Oh no, I don't want you to go there. It really did. It just really made my day. It let me, oh. It was so sweet. And so unexpected. I didn't expect it. Well, I could add a lot more flowers, but I'm not going to do that. I think this illustrates my point fairly well. So I hope everybody's doing good. It was a beautiful day today in Houston. I told my daughter if every day was like this, the weather wouldn't be so bad, but we have had a lot of rain and some severe weather. It looks like nothing today, though. It was just sunny and there was a nice breeze, and it wasn't near as hot as it's been, maybe in the low 80s. I didn't check the temperature, but it was quite lovely. Oh man, these are sticky. I don't know, those really have a glare on them. But there's some big old flowers. And then I'm gonna put this little sweet girly down. I forgot that I was going to do this tomorrow, and I did my earlier video. I wasn't sure whether to put it up for today or tomorrow. I thought I better put it up for morning because then I remembered I wanted to take part in this, so I went ahead and put up the video that I did today for sketches. I love that. Well, all the collaborations that I'm participating in, I really enjoy, and for various different reasons, but I just really truly enjoy them, or I wouldn't participate. And there are a couple of others that I would love to participate in, but I just, you know, you can only do so much, and I have other things to do as well. So see, they're just having a conversation here among the flowers. This paper is pretty flimsy. I should have probably backed it on something and then fussy cut it out, but it's going down on cardboard, so it should be fine. And it's going in my book there. I'm not making ephemera out of it because I don't want to make ephemera out of it. Whoops, I didn't get any glue on her little foot, I guess. Let me trim this off. And I have one new subscriber. Well, I had two today actually, but the one I did mention in my video for tomorrow. The other one just happened later this afternoon, I guess, and I don't know who it is. I can only see the ones that whose channels, who's made their channels or their participation YouTube public. I don't know if I can draw some antenna on this or not. Need some pretty big ones. maybe I can put some Winka Stella. I learned what Winka Stella was from Miss Gwen from Gwen the Trash Witch. Thank you, Gwen, because I'm enjoying this. That's a nice little shimmer. I mean, you can't really see it. You can't see it on camera for sure, but it does add a nice little shimmer to your image. So I'm just putting some here and there, maybe along the wings. Just for fun. Unfortunately, I don't think you can see this, but I can enjoy it. It makes me feel happy. I was happy yesterday to get my signature sewn into, it was the night before Christmas. There was a couple of things that I had a problem with. One thing was I forgot. I mean, I don't know why what I was thinking, but I forgot that the pages in the night before Christmas are only 8 inches tall. They're not 8.5 like I'm used to. So I had cut all my papers at 8.5. You know, the additional papers, and then I added them in when I sewed. So I didn't really pay attention to it. And then after I sewed them into the journal, I couldn't figure out, why are these pages, what is wrong here? Well, then of course I realized what I had done, and I said, oh, Maggie, Maggie, Maggie. So I had to, while they were sewn into the signature, try to trim off these pages. And of course I've got some jagged edges. I'm going to try to fix it. But I think I'm going to end up putting some lace along the top and the bottom, just to kind of camouflage it a little bit. I love the journal. It's just so cute. I think it's going to be really cute when it's finished. Let's stick into this. But I feel so bad when those kind of things happen, because you put so much work into it and then something like that happens. But of course it's a junk journal, and you know, we don't expect it to be 100% perfect. Now, I normally don't do this, but I'm going to try my best to do this so this butterfly stands out a little bit more against all this green. And I think I'm going to do some work. I want to get another video done this week on, it was the night before Christmas. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job. And I also want to do some work with you all on my granddaughter's little book for Christmas and for her birthday. Well, really, it's for her mom to keep track of it all for her, so she'll have it one day. And I'm just wanting it to turn out as good as I can make it. So as I'm doing this, I'm hoping that you all had a very wonderful weekend and that your week starts out good, because you know it's gonna fly by. Going to fly right by us like they all have done this year so far. I don't know when I'm going to be moving downstairs to my new craft room, but I'm looking forward to it. There's some other shifting in the house that needs to be done before that can happen. And I'm just being patient with my daughter working the way she does, and then the baby. It's not like a major priority. Oh, Maggie, don't make a mess of this. I kind of regret starting this. I mean, outlining this. But, you know, if I don't do it, I'm not going to ever get better than I am at it. And since I'm really the only one that, besides you guys, that are going to see this, then see, I messed up here and here. So to my new subscriber, I send you a great big hug. I do appreciate you so very much. Thank you for subscribing. I hope that you enjoy my content, my videos, and will come back for more. I'd like to know who you are. If you could leave a comment in one of my videos letting me know that you're a new subscriber. Maybe tell me where you're from or something. You don't have to write a term paper. Just something to let me know that you're a new subscriber and who you are. I'd love to give you a proper shout out by saying your name. And I just want all my subscribers to know, again, I can't tell you enough how much I love you and appreciate each one of you and the support and the time that you give to my channel. I really, really do appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. And I would not say it if I didn't mean it. So, am I done with this? I don't know. Maybe I want to put another flower of some sort here. I don't know. No, not that. Not that either. Well, maybe I'm done with it. flowers down here. I've got so much Christmas stuff out, but I think I'll probably be using it. Oh, this needs to be punched out. I think I'll probably be using it through a good part of the month of November. I'm not sure what all I'm going to do. I know I'm going to try to do at least one, if not two more golden books. But we'll see. You know, best laid plans and all of that. All right, so let me round my corners on here. I could put more detail into this, but I think it's fine. Like I said, the way it is, I think I've made my point. And what made me think of this, what inspired this to me, was not just the butterfly, but I happened to watch a rerun the other day of Little House on the Prairie, and some of you may never even have watched Little House on the Prairie, but we did when my girls were younger. And oh, this is cut crooked. Look at this. Oh well. And there was an episode. This episode that I'm thinking of was of the youngest daughter, Carrie, I think her name was. She was having a dream because she missed her daddy, and she was having a dream, and she ended up in this garden where all the flowers were huge, and she had a best friend there who happened to be, you know, look exactly the same as she did. Matter of fact, there were twin girls that played that part. But she was just the double, and she was her friend in this make-believe world of big flowers and big butterflies. So that's kind of where I got the inspiration from this, for this. I'm sorry if I moved the camera. Well, it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was. Okay, so here is my Emma's for Monday, Mojo and Monsters, hosted by Susan from I Totally Love It. Susan, thank you again. If you're curious to see what other people are doing, just put in the hashtag Emma's for Mondays, Mojo, and blank. Or just Mondays is for Emma's for Monday, Mojo. I don't know if you put the hashtag in. They'll come up. Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. I love your comments. You know that I do. And I will see you in the next one. I surely will. Bye-bye, everybody. I love you. Love you so much.